What's going on YouTube, it's Mike here. Today guys, in this video, we're going to be reviewing the iPad Pro. So it's been a few weeks with the iPad Pro and it's probably been one of the most interesting journeys with an Apple product that I've ever had. It's just so different and new compared to what we've had in previous years. It's not just a bigger iPad, there's some new stuff going on all around. Now it really begins with the giant 12.9-inch screen, which features 5.6 million pixels, which is the highest resolution Retina display Apple sells. For a little comparison, the standard iPad has a 9.7-inch screen, while the iPad mini has a 7.9-inch screen, so this is a big upgrade. Seriously though, you have to see it in person to understand this screen is just freaking huge. I couldn't believe it the first time I picked it up in the Apple Store. It just felt unreal. It doesn't feel like an Apple product. It's one of the craziest feelings. Internally, something huge about iPad Pro, however, is what's inside, and it features the A9X chip, which features 4 gigs of RAM. On Geekbench, it scores 3230 for single core and 5486 for multi-core, which is the most impressive out of any iOS device in the history of ever. So this third generation chip with 64-bit desktop class architecture delivers up to 1.8 times the CPU performance and double the graphics performance of iPad Air 2. So even the most demanding apps that require the most RAM are running very smoothly, which is great, and that's a great factor when it comes to games or apps where I need to get work done, or something as simple as watching, content on Netflix or wherever it may be. Probably one of the most interesting aspects, though, of iPad Pro is drawing, and that is mostly taken with the new Apple Pencil stylus, which is a $100 stylus made specifically for this tablet. I didn't have the chance to pick it up yet, but I have been sampling some apps which would use the Apple Pencil just simply using my finger, and you could just see as I draw kind of the precision that iPad Pro uses to recognize the strokes that you make as you write or draw or whatever the case may be. I'm really excited to use Apple Pencil when I can frickin' get my hands on it and it comes in stock at stores. But by far, probably one of my most favorite features of iPad Pro is the multitasking features. Now, I'm pretty sure these are available on all iPads, but they're probably most effective on iPad Pro, where you can slide in an app or literally work side by side, and multitasking, you can work in and out of apps. I think this is something that should have been added to iOS years ago, and it's about frickin' time that we did get it, but I absolutely love it. It runs so smooth, you'll just absolutely love multitasking on it. So now with a huge display, you're probably wondering, what the heck does this thing feel like? But you'd be surprised, it's just 6.9 millimeters thin and weighs just 1.57 pounds, which is absolutely crazy. It's really thin and light. You have to, again, see it and feel it in person to understand where I'm coming from on this one. Probably one of the most interesting aspects of iPad Pro is Apple's new 4-speaker audio, which is built into this tablet. The new design produces an engaging soundstage with 3 times the acoustic output of iPad Air. But that's not all. iPad Pro automatically adjusts to the orientation of the high frequencies according to how you're holding it. So whether you're playing a game or watching a movie, the sound of iPad Pro is more immersive than ever. Now, one of the areas that stayed pretty much the same compared to all the current iPads in the lineup are, of course, the peripherals, which haven't changed, like the volume buttons, the cameras, the power button, microphones, and so on. But one of the newest things you'll see are these 3 dots on the left side of the iPad Pro. This is actually for the smart keyboard case, which runs for $169, and it's literally a keyboard case. And also, with Apple's new 4-speaker audio, you could see both of those speaker grills now on the top of the iPad Pro, which of course are on the bottom as well. And again, cameras pretty much stayed the same, with the rear-facing 8 megapixels at 1080p video and the front-facing 5 megapixels with 720p video. So, closing out, what we're looking at is one of the most beautiful tablets that Apple has ever made, and the most powerful at that as well. It's just in kind of a weird area. See, I really don't love the iOS on iPad Pro, and I would love to see a more uniform version of Mac OS X on the iPad Pro. I'm not saying I want my Mac to move directly over, it's just something that I would like to see happen over time. But for now, we have to enjoy what Apple has for us. So that's it for this one, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.